But at this point, I knew I was safe, but it was just like the way that they had to do it was just so gnarly.
Yeah.
And so they were like, for once they get me out of the river, and then it's these other people's jobs, these two tiny little lesbian girls, and their job is to hold my hand and walk me to the medical van or whatever. And so we go to the medical van, and so then they're like, they're asking me all kinds of questions, ridiculous questions, but they want to see what my, cognitive levels are, is why they're asking those kind of ridiculous questions. Like, is this guy like in outer space? He's been in the river for an hour,
Right.
And basically, they looked at the temperature that I was, and they said, they were stunned. They said, you should have fallen asleep long before you got to that temperature. They're like, people go to sleep. I forget what it was, but for an example would be, because I think our normal temperature is like 98.6.
Yeah.
So they said, you should have gone to sleep when you hit 94, but you're at 89. And I don't know if those were the numbers, but it was like a shock to them. And I was, the go to sleep number, I was like 5 points below that.
Girl, I'm like I'm vinegared up. I'm pickled up on fucking fentanyl, so I can get fucking dropped down to 10 degrees below.
Yeah, well, this is before the fentanyl.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. All this stuff. So anyway, so I'm, I get out of when I get out of the river and everything, and so then now they have to have a conversation with me because of the danger and everything, and when they came to do the rescue, they didn't they weren't as like when they go to do a recovery,
they're slow-mo. They're kind of moving slower.
Yeah, when they come to get somebody out of the water to see their wife, they're going breakneck speed to get them out. But they didn't think I was going to make it, so they were kind of like, oh, lackadaisical until and then they freaked out when they saw me and I was alive and everything, because that was very not supposed to happen this time of the year, especially with the length of time that I was in there.
When was this? Fucking 2020?
2018.
Oh, fuck.
2019, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So so that's crazy.
Yeah. And so I was just like, I couldn't believe, but anyway, looking back on it, absolutely should have died right there. There's no reason I should have ever made it. And, that was a near-death experience in terms of I should have been dead, but it wasn't, as far as I didn't lose consciousness at any point. But I know that, that was, they never do rescues at that time of year. They said, we do rescues from June to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then recoveries from the other time.
Right.
And so it was a very big deal. And basically all of the neighbors, heard it on the scanner, and everyone wanted to hear about it because it was just such an unusual event.
Yeah. Some fucking yahoos jumping in to save his dog in fucking the middle of winter.
Yeah. They said you should have never done that. They said you should have called us. We would have came out to get your dog. But we don't even go for your dog once we hear you're in the river.
Right.
So Sassy ended up coming back like a day later, somehow, found her way back home.
No way. That's what I was going to ask. What happened with her? She fucking ended up running the whole river and then fucking running home?
Yeah, I mean, she was a ways away. I don't know how she got back, but she somehow did. And what scared me was thinking about, okay, when she got out of the river, the only way she could possibly get home is if she gets out at the correct side of the river.
Yeah.